Welcome back to the 22nd episode of Learn Portuguese with me. So we're gonna start the timer. The last timer I didn't end, so it didn't count, but I will add it on later. We're gonna start. So, random fact of the day. I don't know, about tradition. Luck charms, household protective symbols, agricultural origins. Luck charms, okay. We're gonna look at them real quick. Luck charms, Portugal. Okay. Sinhu Simão. Okay, but there are better ones. We're gonna continue with today's episode. So, what are we gonna do today? I maybe have to improve this random fact generator a little bit. But we're gonna start nonetheless. What are we gonna do today? We are gonna look today at the 10th chapter, and when we're gonna encounter the past tense for the first time, we are gonna study it. So, this is actually also our mission from the 20th to the 30th episode, to get a little bit more into the tenses, because this part is still very unfilled, okay? We need this, okay? And also like a quick preview what we're gonna do. If we have this, then we are gonna go through this list here. This list, okay? Oops. Give me one moment. I have to connect this. Yeah. If we are gonna look at my world here on the left side. Give me one moment, and there we're gonna fill all the left topics, okay? All the left grammar topics, and then we're gonna see where we are, okay? So give me one moment. I have to deconnect this real quick. And in the meantime, what can I tell you? I don't know. So, we are gonna look at this. Sorry for this now, guys. And connected. Alright. We're on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's start with the story. And and we're also gonna look at the pronunciation for sure. Gostelde, and this is also like the first word we encountered multiple times, but I still don't know the pronunciation. It's like conhecer. Okay, conhecer. This is like the infinitive, because this is my favorite conjugation method. Conhecer. Okay, this is not that hard. Conhecer, and we are actually nailing this pronunciation.
Conhecer.
Okay. Gosto de conhecer novos lugares. Por isso is for this. Essas viagens são importantes para mim. Transportation and travels are important for me. Embora, okay, also I think we never encountered. Bora. I think Bora was like Bora. Isto bonito. Bora. There is Bora. Bora, let's go. Bora lá. Okay. But embora, I don't know. Maybe it's like also. or then, or so. Embora pass gran parte de mon tempo in Porto. Also like to visit. Or is it a name? Embora. We're gonna look it up for now. We're not gonna do this speed reading thing today. Although, yeah, it was like such a word. So we're gonna ask chat. Hey chat, give me like the word embora. What kind of word is this? And give me for this kind of word the most important ones. Maybe these are like conjugations, conjunctions. There's like conjugations and conjunctions. Maybe they're conjunctions. Connector. Conjunction. Yeah, conjunction. And an interjection. Embora, let's go. Oh, come on. Oh, here's also embora. Okay, crazy. There's... okay, you also read like embora. Embora estai cansado. Okay. Embora, então, mas, porque, por isso, therefore, that's why. Okay, por isso is, I think, kinda like... I prefer this option. Let's just make like this. Por isso is something like c'est pourquoi, or questo é. Depois, agora, ainda, já, aqui. Crazy! We actually know almost all of them. Also, only, talvez, na verdade. Crazy. We don't have to make a screenshot out of this. Yeah, crazy. But because actually he's talking about himself, but now he's switching. Because not passo, like I pass grand part of my time in Porto, but passé. Why is he saying passé? This is like third, like someone is doing, he or she. De more tempo passé embora? Okay, this is crazy. Because there is later it is again referred to do meu tempo, so my time. Also like to visit other cities and regions of Portugal. So we're gonna check. Spend most... okay, crazy. We're gonna check why this is an E. Why passé and not passo? Okay. And in the meantime, something came to my mind that my computer is actually so freaking full, or so empty of storage. Oh, nice. 10 gigs free again. I don't know. Spend time. Eu passo. I spend subjunctive. Okay, subjunctive. Yeah. Yeah, the subjunctive. Okay. Is the subjunctive more common in Portuguese than in other languages? Because like in Italian and French, there is the subjunctive, but it's less common used. Bora. Okay, also in Spanish. Okay, yeah. Okay. So after words like these, it could be the subjunctive, okay? So we're gonna remember, and when the next time we're gonna encounter this, we're gonna study this a little bit more. So, where we have been, de meu tempo no Porto, no dia a dia, and day by day. Normally, I go to the school by feet. Like at the school, is located. Yeah. Like the school is located next to the house. Not need to use. No, I don't need to use utilizar, like conjugated verb 1, verb 2. Publicus com muitas frequência. Yeah, with a high frequency. No entanto, entanto, I think entanto looks similar, like a word like embora. Entanto. I think the pronunciation is quite right. Entanto. Entanto. However, okay. Yeah. However, when I go to the center of the city with my family, usually we use the car or I think autocarro is like the bus. It's not like, I think autocarro is not really like the car. Bus, yeah, autocarro.
Autocarro.
Carro. Okay. Autocarro or with the metro. The metro of Porto is modern and very practical. I like to watch through the window, and I like to watch it through the window and observe the city in Canton while we are traveling. When is like when there are muito trânsito, metro e muitas vezes mais rápido que o carro. When there are, like Ilia in French, or che, or is it written like che? But yeah, metro parte costeo. Quando transito, when there are multiple transportation opportunity. I don't know where transito. What is transito? Transit. Yeah, it's like a transit. Okay, we're gonna start this a little bit later. The metro is oftentimes faster than the car. When there is a lot of traffic, maybe. Yeah, when there is a lot of traffic, the metro is oftentimes faster than the car. Doke o carro. Durante, and I think with que is already is always, or let me say it like this: que is always used to build comparisons. Mais rápido than the car, okay? Pretty easy. During as férias is férias, like in German you say Ferien, but like the holidays. During the holidays, my family likes to make little travels. We already visit cities like Prague. This is, I think, Prague. Coimbra? Okay, I don't know. Let's look at this later. And this is also fascinating that every city has in every language oftentimes its own diverse name. This is crazy. Lisbon. Cada is like every city is different. And has ting. Okay, okay? Tem a sua própria, and has its own history, culture, and traditions. One of my favorite travels foi a Lisboa. Foi, I think, was like, yeah, this is past. Foi was. Foi a Lisboa, okay? Let's study this a little bit. Or maybe this isn't subjunctive sometimes used when it's about opinions? This is like his opinion. We're gonna check. Give me for the word foi, F-O-E. Yeah, quick overview. And about his tense also. Infinitive von ser. The simple past. Was, went. Why went? Okay, this tense is used for actions in the past. Foi muito bom. It was very good. O João foi à escola. Okay, went to school. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. The forms are identical. So, I wanna get a past tense masterclass. Show me all possible past tenses, literally all possible past tenses, but in a very quick overview. So, we're gonna get a quick gaze at all. And then, okay, there are 5 different. Okay, don't be scared, because like the most of them you're not gonna use, okay, and don't have to use in the first place. Okay, there are a lot of different. Which should you learn? Yeah, mais que preferido is like maybe plus perfect, plus que parfait. Preferido por composito, okay. Preferido composito, I think with okay, crazy. So yeah, the most you don't need of them. So which are the most important ones in Pareto principle? I hope he's not saying all of them, but no. Yeah, and this is what I meant. This is like, usually this is one of my favorite tenses because this is like the compound tense, I think. Let's check this. Yeah, but yeah, this is what I meant. Like, learn these 2 and you're covered. Really, you're covered, okay? Know the map, not the details. We know there are more, but we don't have to know them. Okay, so give me for the pretérito perfeito and pretérito imperfeito a very quick and small summary. So we get a quick gaze, 1 first impression, 1 completed action, what happened, okay, background habit, yeah. This is usually imperfeito is like perfect, okay, and perfect is like usually like a completed action, okay, like I did this yesterday, I bought this, okay, it's closed, completed. And this is background habit, ongoing past, what was happening, what used to happen. So create me a timeline from in the middle is like the present, left is past, right is future, and show me these 2 past tenses, where they are, if one is before the other, or how does they have been stacking. How does they have been stacking? This episode is nice. Okay, this is nice. Perfect, yeah. 1 complete action, background habit, what was going to use, okay? And this is literally all the thing we have to know for now. Yesterday I went to Porto. When I was a child. Tomorrow I'll go. Okay. Okay. And give me this visualization of all tenses, but with all of the 5 past tenses. We're just gonna look at them and see how it chats. Yeah. So this is like in German you say Vorvergangenheit, like the previous past. Okay. So alright, then let's study the both. Give me like a quick overview, like a quick comparison of the pretérito perfetto and pretérito imperfetto. Perfettamente. Complete action, one event. Habit, yeah, this is also important. One event versus habit. What happened? What was happening? Okay. One finished event. Fui ao Porto. Comi pizza. Vi o film. I went, I ate. Okay. Wow. It was summer. Okay, this is nice. This is imperfeito is like the movie. Perfeito is like the photo, okay? Yeah. This is so important. Okay, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. But we're gonna study this a little bit more. Okay? So, what about the compound tense? You don't use this in Portuguese? Because in Italian and French I really like it because it's quite easy. Yeah, this is actually one of the biggest differences. One of the biggest differences between Portuguese and French Italian. The compound past tense is normal past. Yeah, j'ai mangé, je suis allé. Ho mangiato, sono andato, okay? Again, that's what people usually say. In Portuguese, tenho comido doce does not mean I ate or have eaten in the same way. Instead, Portuguese say comi. This is pretérito perfeito, and this is normal, everyday past tense. So what does tenho mean? Happy, okay. Okay, so like in French and Italian, you usually use the essere, or you use avere, and in French also you use avoir as a help word or être, and then you build with the past participle, with the perfect past, I don't know. You build like the compound tense, and it's really nice. J'ai vu, ho visto. Yeah, but here you have to know the endings, okay? So, give me for the pretérito perfeito and pretérito imperfeito, quick overview. Another quick overview, another. So, repetition from all different angles. Okay, we know this, yeah. Era, estava, fazia. Okay, but how do they actually distinguish? Because these look like pretérito perfeito, just a different word ending, and pretérito imperfeito also just a different word ending. So you have to know all these word endings. Yeah, like English has like did and was. Is the one falar, flay, flav. Okay. So maybe this is also every time with a V. So let me get this. Yeah, falavas. Okay, this is A, first person, falavas, falavo. Okay, this is same. Falamos, falavish. Okay, this is pretty easy. This is not that hard. This is a little bit different, but the others look exactly like the present, just with the V. But perfecto. Okay, this look a little bit irregular. This looks similar. This is usually looks similar. And yeah, don't try. Learn the patterns. Verlade for mehr. Once you know these 3 templates, you recognize them in 1,000. Alright. So the pretérito per imperfeito looks quite easy and quite regular and quite systematic, but the pretérito imperfeito looks quite random. What is he saying to my theory of the tenses? Actually, it's the other way around. For regular verbs, it's the more irregular looking one, because each verb class has its own set of... Yeah, this was regular. This is what I actually was trying to say. Okay, we got a quick overview. And so create me like a screenshot for a summary for one screenshot, one small screenshot. No. Yeah, but don't make a picture. Just write me. Just write me. We're gonna be the. Okay. Yeah, this is nice, but I still want to have... Okay. So... what is he actually doing? So, create me like a text, A2 level, A2 niveau, with all these tensors, with both tensors mixed, and the text about, I don't know, doing sports, and yeah, highlighting all these verbs which are in the past tense. Right. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to highlight this like this. So green is perfect. Okay. Quando era mais nova, when I was younger, I liked a lot the sport. I really liked. I liked a lot of doing desporto. Sport. Ah, lol. Okay, desporto, crazy. Yeah, but it makes sense. So I think we're gonna remember this forever. When I was younger, I really liked to do sports. Today, maybe train. Today, I train in the park. Or nowadays, I'm training. Okay, there's like a habit in the past. So the background habit, yeah, Oh, okay, nice. To nowadays, I train in the park with my friends. Sometimes we are running. Corremos. But where is the V? Why isn't it correvamos? Okay. During for 1 hour, and after we are playing football. Sometimes we are running, and after this we are playing football. Sabado is like I think it's Saturday or Sabado, or is it like Sunday? On Sundays, on the last Sunday, fomos. It's like we went to the gym. The first thing we did, fizemos aquecimento. Okay, there are new words. I like this. Primeiro fizemos aquecimento. Let's look at this. Heating. Maybe a warm-up. First thing we did was is a warm-up after lifting weights. After we lifted weights and we run 5 kilometers. At the end of the training, we drank water and ate fruits. When we arrived at home, normally we were cansados. Tired, okay. We were tired. But also we were happy. Ontem fiquei muito cansado, but ontem. I think ontem is pretty important. Yesterday. Okay, yesterday. I arrived very tired, but I slept very good. Now I want to continue train because the sport is important for my health. Okay? All right. Specific. This is honest. Okay. So one little tip: how to recognize them, how to distinguish them, how to learn them in the future. What should I do? So usually there is a better distinction. Like usually one of the tenses use like the help verb, like of ter, to have. Okay, so we're gonna look more at the context and the sense of it. If it's in the background, it's always okay. Está calor. Okay. Okay. What is happening here? What is happening here? Crazy. So, yeah. Let me check the timer for now. All right. We still have some minutes left. Yeah. My biggest tip: don't ask which tense is this. Ask, is the author describing the scene or telling me what happened? If the author is painting the scene, okay, this is nice. This is pretty nice. Also in terms of, yeah, we shouldn't be copycats. We really have to check out what the text wants to say us. from there reverse engineer. Okay. Okay. But now we know the map, okay, and we are filling the details with repetition. And I think we will get this. For sure we will get this. For sure. And yeah. Then we are gonna look soon at the... Okay. For now, this is nice. But this is nice that in the future is this used, this concept. Futuro próximo. Próximo. This is like an X. So let me check this. So how is the X, the little X, in Portuguese pronounced? Give me all instances of it. So I thought in first place is like próximo. In Germany it's like X. Do you have this little word in English? X, sh. Like sh. Shera. She. Shikara. Shikara.
Shikara.
Shikara. Shadres. Shadrish.
Xadrez.
Schach. Chess. Okay. Exam.
Exam.
Exam. Okay. So yeah, okay. Ooh, crazy there. Okay. Exemplo. But it's exemplo. Fixo.
Fixo.
Okay, my biggest tip. Unfortunately, there is nothing around that word. You often have to learn it word by word. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but we know these could be different. So we just study every little word. But próxima is like próxima. Próximo. Até próximo. Alright. So, where we have been. Praga, every city has its own culture and traditions. Uma des minha vision was at Lisbon. I liked. Okay. This is like, I think this is completed past. I like to watch in the past. Yeah, this is like a completed action. It's not a habit. Just pass through the old antique streets and experience comida, food. Typical, okay? Again, like comida is like food. This was like our mnemonic device with the D to the top. Compras is like shopping because you lose money with the P to the downside. And gourmet is like to start. Isn't there like... So give me the words like for shopping, for eating, and for starting, because they all are with comet, compre, compto, and they all start with COM. And yes, I think we have one with M, one with P, and one with D. So one to the middle, one to the down, and one to the up. Comer, yeah, to the middle. Comprar, to the downside because you lose money. Estudar, I don't want to see this. Okay, but he's missing one. What about... comida? And what about the word comida? And what about the words like to start? So give me all of these words which we now encountered with com in the beginning, with com, here in one list. Okay, yeah, this is nice. So comp, really, shopping is always to the downside, the P, okay? Commissar is starting, comprendere is also to the downside, but what was to the upside? Comida was food. Comida, okay, sometimes. Okay. So, do we gonna finish this? I don't know. Gonna see. Comida typica. Also, I liked, adore, I liked. So we're gonna really have to look at the context of this sentence, because he's speaking about himself, okay? He's talking about himself, and now it's like I adore to go in famous eléctrico amarillo. Yellow. Famous eléctrico. Crazy. Infamous eléctrico amarillo. Eléctrico. Don't say me electricity. No. Electric. I don't know. When we are traveling, we are learning a lot of new things. We're meeting different people, see interesting places, and discover new forms of living. In the future, Gustava, okay, this is still first person. It's like a forced friends, because A is usually at the ending of third person singular, okay. Here, but the space in other places, for other places. I want to practice foreign languages, get to know different cultures, and see the world with my own eyes. Traveling is one of the best ways to learn. Every journey or travel or tries, maybe like makes new experiences and memories that stay, ficam, forever. Forever, okay? For always. All right. I think, this is like the chapter 11, and we still have the chapter, and this was like the chapter 10. We have still the chapter 11 and the chapter 12. And after this, we get something new, because I think we also have to get to a new level, because there are a lot of these words are repeating over and over and over and again. And when we did the chat text, I think there have been a lot of words which are new to me, but this text is always repeating these words, so we need something new. We need a new level, okay? When something gets really boring, and sometimes this is like the construction is quite sometimes hard, we have to learn it, but sometimes in terms of vocabulary we can advance, okay? But next chapter we are gonna look at this here, the quiz, and we're gonna see us in the next episode. I think we encountered something really nice today, and see us in the next episode. Now we are pretty much finishing this, and I will add the 21st episode for sure, and we're gonna see us in the next episode. Até a próxima.